Throughout history, the quest for meaning has threaded through the fabric of human experience, weaving in and out of cultures, philosophies, and religions. Each step we take in this endeavor opens us to a broader understanding of what it means to exist as a sentient being. Ancient philosophers, such as Socrates and Confucius, championed the importance of introspection and dialogue, urging humanity to question the status quo in search of deeper truths. Their teachings have survived the tides of time, echoing the idea that self-examination and openness to inquiry are fundamental to uncovering our purpose. As we journey through life, we may find ourselves gravitating toward various pathways, each promising a revelation of meaning in its own unique way. Spirituality often beckons us, offering a lens through which we can see the interconnectedness of all things. In many traditions, the idea that we are part of something greater than ourselves serves as a guiding principle that shapes our actions and decisions. Stories of enlightenment, faith, and redemption abound, illustrating how individuals can emerge from the chaos of uncertainty to find solace in a greater purpose. The introspective journey often unfolds through experiences that challenge our understanding, such as loss, love, or the pursuit of passion. These moments crystallize our values and priorities, guiding us towards our true calling. Real-life experiences play a crucial role in shaping our understanding of purpose. Take, for example, the inspiring story of a young woman named Maria, whose life was disrupted by a devastating natural disaster that claimed her home and left her community in ruins. Initially overwhelmed by despair, she found a flicker of hope amid the devastation as she witnessed the resilience of her neighbors banding together to help one another. This profound experience ignited a fire within her that propelled her toward a life dedicated to humanitarian work. Through her actions, Maria discovered not just her purpose, but also the potential of collective human spirit. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that sometimes meaning emerges in the aftermath of chaos, prompting us to seek connection and support within our communities. Moreover, artistic expression is another avenue through which many seek to carve out their purpose. Artists throughout the ages have turned to their canvases, words, and melodies to convey what lies at the core of the human experience. Consider the poignant prose of poets who capture the intricacies of love, loss, and longing. Their words endure because they strike a chord within us, speaking to emotions that words often fail to encapsulate fully. This creative exploration of existence not only enriches individual lives, but also contributes to the larger narrative of humanity, showing us how interconnected our purposes can be. It reflects the reality that purpose can be found not just in monumental achievements, but also in the quiet moments of introspection and artistic expression. As we navigate our paths toward understanding our purpose, let us remain open to the stories and experiences that shape our beliefs and actions. The treasures of wisdom hidden within our histories serve as signposts, illuminating the way forward as we continue our inquiries into the mystery of existence. By honoring these narratives, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and each other, creating a tapestry of shared human experience that enriches our collective pursuit of meaning. The experiences of those who tread this earth before us are like threads in an intricate tapestry, each one contributing to the larger image of the human experience. Among these threads, stories linger, some whispered in the shadows of time, others boldly stepping into the light of understanding. They carry with them the wisdom of ages, reflecting the intricacies of love that knows no bounds, the sacrifice that leaves echoes in the hearts of many, the redemption that illuminates even the darkest of paths, and the community that cradles us in our time of need. Delving into these tales reveals not just the narrative, but a deeper essence, a mirror of our virtues and failings. Take, for instance, the legend of the lotus flower, which blooms resplendently despite rising from the murky depths of a pond. This symbolism resonates profoundly. It speaks to the human condition, embodying the idea that true beauty often originates from struggle. Each petal represents resilience, a reminder that in the throes of adversity, growth is not merely possible, it can be breathtaking. The lotuses, while rooted in muddy waters, reach toward the sun, reminding us that our environment does not have to dictate our potential. In this way, life teaches us that even in chaos, brilliance can emerge. Consider also the timeless parable of the Good Samaritan. Here we see not only an act of kindness, but a profound lesson on the importance of empathy and connection. The Samaritan, who transcended societal divisions and prejudice, highlighted the power of compassion in a world often filled with discord. This story serves as a poignant reminder that our identities are knitted together, regardless of our backgrounds or beliefs. When we reach out to one another, lending a hand in times of need, we rediscover the innate humanity that connects us all. These ancestral narratives prompt us to challenge our biases and embrace inclusivity, urging us to become active participants in the sacred dance of community. Furthermore, the story of sacrifice found in countless cultures, from ancient mythologies to modern-day accounts, emphasizes the selflessness that often underpins love. Stories of warriors laying down their lives for their families, of mothers enduring hardship to provide for their children, of friends standing steadfast in the face of adversity. Each narrative encapsulates the essence of sacrificial love. They inspire us to reflect on our choices and consider how we can contribute to the world around us, fostering a spirit of giving that enriches our lives and the lives of others. It is through these reflections that we hone our understanding of ourselves and our relationships with others. The timeless teachings embedded in these stories compel us to explore the depths of our empathy, the magnitude of our courage, and the strength of our bonds. In seeking the wisdom encapsulated within these age-old tales, we embark on a journey toward growth, introspection, and ultimately, a deeper connection with our shared human experience. Each lesson learned is an invitation to aspire, to evolve, and to be better, for ourselves, for each other, and for the future we co-create. In the quiet village of Selwood, nestled between towering mountains and lush forests, lived a young girl named Mira. An ordinary child by all accounts, she was filled with dreams as bright as the sun that bathed her home in golden light each morning. But life, as it often does, had other plans for her, and the passage of time would unveil trials that would challenge her spirit and shape her soul. One fateful summer, a dark shadow swept over Selwood as a drought seized the land. The once vibrant fields turned brittle and brown. The rivers diminished to a whisper of their former selves. With every passing day, the village's laughter faded, replaced by uncertainty and fear. Children ceased their carefree games, and the elders' shoulders sagged. Mira, observing her community's descent into despair, felt an unfamiliar heaviness in her heart. Yet, amid the growing gloom, she found herself compelled to act. With a fervor that surprised even her, she gathered the village's children around her, her voice a soft but steady beacon in the shadows. "We can't give up hope," she said, conviction dancing in her eyes. That simple declaration ignited a small spark within the hearts of her peers. They decided to plant a garden, a shared vision that whispered of resilience and renewal, despite the arid earth. They toiled together, digging holes in the unforgiving ground with calloused hands and determined spirits. Each seed they planted was an act of defiance against the despair that loomed over them. As days turned into weeks, laughter once again filled the air, and camaraderie blossomed like wildflowers in the cracks of a stone. Mira became not just a leader, but a wellspring of compassion. She shared stories of hope, and encouraged her friends to express their fears and dreams, creating a refuge from their shared adversity. But nature, in her indifference, remained unyielding. As the sun blazed down, the garden struggled to thrive, and doubts began to creep back into the hearts of the children. One afternoon, as they sat together beneath the shade of an ancient oak, Mira noticed the flicker of fear in her friend's eyes. She took a deep breath, steeling herself. "Sometimes we have to make sacrifices," she said, "to find the strength within us." With that, she proposed a daring idea. They would journey to the mountain springs, rumored to be filled with healing waters. The entire village rallied behind her, hope rekindled by their shared mission. The trek was arduous, a testament to their determination. They faced steep terrains and dizzying heights, but every step resonated with purpose. In those moments of struggle, Mira became a source of light. She listened to her friends' worries, validating their feelings, while constantly encouraging them to persist. At last, they reached the springs, sparkling and clear, an oasis shimmering in the harsh reality of their drought-stricken land. As they gathered the precious water, they felt a profound sense of accomplishment and unity. The journey had revealed not only their resilience but also the strength found in community. Each child carried a small vessel of water back to Selwood, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they had faced adversity together. Mira's courage and compassion had kindled a flame in all of them, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming challenges, they could uncover their true selves. It was no longer just about saving their garden, but about finding a way to nurture each other and rise above the darkness. As they returned home, the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the village, illuminating the strength that had arisen from their struggles, preparing them for whatever challenges lay ahead. As we navigate the intricate tapestry of our lives, we often uncover that our paths are interwoven with the journeys of others. The threads of community provide strength and resilience, weaving a collective narrative that enhances our individual stories. When individuals come together, they create an environment where vulnerability is met with understanding, where dreams flourish under the warmth of encouragement. This sense of belonging fosters creative expression and innovation. Ideas bounce off one another, igniting passion and driving ambition, illuminating the way to purpose. In our shared spaces, whether in bustling neighborhoods, local clubs, or digital forums, we discover a wealth of wisdom imparted by diverse experiences. Every voice contributes a unique perspective, each offering a piece of the puzzle that can lead us closer to understanding our own purpose. A community acts as a mirror, reflecting our aspirations and fears, nudging us to confront the latter while bolstering the former. In its embrace, we witness the power of shared vulnerability, as people openly express their challenges and victories. It is here that we learn the value of both giving and receiving support. We often hear stories of people who have found direction through their communities. Consider the musician who thrives not in isolation, but in the harmony of collaboration, each note shaped by the input of fellow artists. The writer whose narrative evolves through workshops, where feedback transforms raw ideas into profound stories. In these moments, individuals transition from solitary pursuits to a vibrant exchange, creating art that resonates on deeper levels. The synergy born from collaboration can lead to innovations that none could achieve alone, highlighting the transformative nature of shared endeavors. Beyond the artistic realm, the essence of community often reveals itself in moments of adversity. It is in times of struggle that the true strength of our connections comes to light. When life throws unexpected challenges our way, the loss of a job, a health scare, or personal crises, these trials become more manageable when faced together. Support systems emerge, bolstered by a network of allies who offer assistance in various forms. Emotional solace, practical help, or simply the reminder that we are not alone. It is in these collective experiences where resilience is built and purpose is redefined, much like a phoenix rising from its ashes, forged in the fires of shared hardship. Moreover, the power of community extends beyond the confines of personal growth. It ripples outward, influencing the fabric of society. As individuals come together to address common challenges, collective efforts can affect real change. Grassroots initiatives arise, fueled by a common vision for a better future. Whether through environmental advocacy, social justice campaigns, or educational reform, each effort is a testament to the indomitable spirit of community. In these shared aspirations, we uncover not just our individual purposes, but also a collective narrative that champions the common good, celebrating the unique strengths each member brings to the table. Ultimately, the essence of community is a reminder that while our journeys may be personal, they are invariably enriched by the connections we nurture along the way. Through fellowship and support, we uncover pathways that lead to our purpose, reminding us that we are stronger together, a living testament to the power of collaboration. In the heart of a bustling city, amidst the hum of daily life, a small act unfolded that would ripple beyond its immediate surroundings. Evelyn, a barista at a local coffee shop, had developed a routine that was almost automatic. Each morning, she arrived at 6 a.m., prepared the espresso machine, and greeted her regular customers with a warm smile. Among them was Henry, an elderly gentleman who visited every Monday without fail. He would order his usual black coffee and sit by the window, quietly observing the world go by. One particularly gray Monday, Evelyn noticed Henry's usual smile seemed dimmed. As she slid his coffee across the counter, she offered a gentle, "How are you today, Henry?" His response came wrapped in a heavy sigh. He confided that his beloved dog, Max, had recently passed away. It was not just a pet to Henry. Max was his companion, his confidant, and a source of daily joy. Evelyn, in that moment, felt the weight of his loss. It stirred something deep within her, a desire to lighten his burden, however slightly. After Henry took his seat, Evelyn decided to take a small step. She grabbed a piece of her homemade banana bread and set it on a napkin alongside his coffee. "Just a little something to brighten your day," she smiled as she walked over. Henry looked surprised, but his eyes glistened with gratitude as he thanked her. It was a simple gesture, but to him, it was a reminder that kindness still existed in the world. The following week, Henry returned, this time with a beaming smile. He had decided not to let grief consume him and had adopted another dog, a lively puppy named Daisy. He recounted how her playful antics were slowly mending his heart. Inspired by Evelyn's gesture the previous week, Henry decided to share his joy by bringing a stack of dog treats to the coffee shop to give away to any customers with furry companions. That single act of kindness from Evelyn had set off a chain reaction. Other customers began to notice Henry's cheerful spirit, and they too felt inspired. One by one, they started sharing stories of their pets, joys, and losses, creating connections among patrons who had previously remained strangers. Evelyn witnessed the transformation in her audience. Laughter arose from conversation, and smiles spread like wildfire across the faces of those once lost in their own worlds. It became a weekly tradition. Henry would share stories about his adventures with Daisy, while other customers would bring treats for their pets, each contributing to the vibrant atmosphere of the coffee shop. The bond formed through these shared moments of compassion turned the coffee shop into a haven of kindness, showcasing how a simple act could create a community. Evelyn understood that while her gesture began as a way to uplift one individual, it had blossomed into a tapestry interwoven with connection and support, illustrating the profound impact of human kindness in a world that often felt fragmented. This episode became a cherished reminder that every action, no matter how small, carries the potential to spark change, weaving us together in life's intricate tapestry. Visionaries often possess an extraordinary ability to see beyond the ordinary, to grasp the invisible threads that bind dreams and reality. Their stories are not merely tales of success. They are profound journeys marked by resilience, creativity, and the unwavering belief that change is possible. Among these trailblazers, we find figures from diverse fields: science, art, politics, each embodying a unique vision that propels them toward greatness and inspires others along the way. Consider the life of Nikola Tesla, a name synonymous with innovation and electrical engineering. Tesla's vision extended far beyond the flicker of electric lights. He imagined a world where electricity flowed through cities like water, lighting up homes and powering machines without the limitations of the era's technological infrastructure. Few could grasp the implications of his ideas. Many ridiculed him as a dreamer. Yet, Tesla persevered, conducting experiments and sketching out blueprints for inventions that would lay the groundwork for the electrical system we rely on today. His relentless pursuit of knowledge and refusal to conform to societal norms serve as shining reminders that the world needs those willing to think differently, to challenge the status quo. Art, too, has its visionaries who dared to redefine the boundaries of expression. Take the case of Frida Kahlo, a painter whose work transcends mere technique. Kahlo's art emerged from the depths of her pain and identity, revealing the complexities of the human experience. Her vivid colors and surreal imagery spoke to the struggles of women and the battles against societal expectations. Through her paintings, she transformed personal suffering into universal themes, empowering countless individuals to embrace their own stories. Kahlo didn't just paint. She ignited a movement that encouraged self-exploration and authenticity, reminding us that our vulnerabilities can become our greatest assets. In the realm of social change, figures like Nelson Mandela exemplify another aspect of visionary leadership. His unwavering commitment to equality in apartheid-era South Africa was marked by an extraordinary bravery that many would find unimaginable. Mandela spent 27 years in prison, yet he emerged not with a desire for revenge, but with a vision for reconciliation. He understood that true transformation requires not only bold actions, but also a profound love for humanity. His legacy inspires generations, proving that the power of a single individual can spark widespread societal change when driven by passion and compassion. These stories converge to illustrate one vital truth. The journey of a visionary is seldom simple. The path is often fraught with obstacles, from skepticism and isolation to outright opposition. Yet, it is through these challenges that the true essence of a visionary shines. Their capacity to dream, to face adversity head-on, and to rally others around a common cause demonstrates that the pursuit of greatness is not just a personal endeavor, it is a collective call to action. By sharing their visions, these remarkable individuals encourage us all to find our voices, to embrace our unique gifts, and to dream without limitations. In doing so, they weave a narrative that transcends time, urging each of us to harness our inner strength and contribute our chapter to the ongoing story of human achievement. The path to uncovering our deepest motivations frequently requires us to dive into the subtler facets of our identity. It's within these moments of solitude that we can begin to peel back the layers that have accumulated over time, revealing the essence of who we truly are. One of the most profound changes can occur when we actively engage in practices that encourage introspection, meditation, journaling, or even long walks in nature, each providing a sanctuary for our thoughts to flow unimpeded. In the quiet of our minds, we can sift through the noise of expectations and societal pressures. It's here that we can confront the narratives we've been told or have told ourselves about what it means to be successful or fulfilled. Consider the story of Maya, an accountant who spent years convincing herself that climbing the corporate ladder was the only path to happiness. Every promotion felt like a fleeting victory, a temporary satisfaction quickly overshadowed by the same underlying emptiness. It wasn't until she took a sabbatical and ventured into the wilderness with her journal that she discovered the spark of her true calling: wildlife conservation. This transformative journey towards self-awareness redirected her energies and led to a life rich with meaning beyond the confines of her cubicle desk. The act of revisiting our past experiences can also shed light on what truly matters to us. We often overlook the fingerprints of our childhood dreams and youthful passions, trapped under the weight of adult responsibilities. Alex, a once promising musician, found himself buried in the routines of a 9-to-5 job, losing touch with the melodies that had once set his soul alight. One evening, while rummaging through old boxes, he stumbled upon his guitar, gathering dust yet filled with memories of laughter and dreams. That moment of reconnection ignited a fire he'd thought extinguished long ago, leading him to open mic nights and eventually a newfound career in music education. Such revelations underline the importance of embracing our histories. They often illuminate threads of purpose woven through the fabric of our lives. Emotional acceptance plays an equally vital role in our inner journeys. Allowing ourselves to feel, acknowledge, and process our emotions without judgment can unearth personal truths that propel us forward. This was the case for Samira, who grappled with anxiety for years, believing it to be a hindrance to her progress. In facing her fears head-on, she found strength in vulnerability. Through therapy and self-reflection, she has transformed her experiences into a platform for social change, advocating for mental health awareness. Samira's journey illustrates how acceptance of both our strengths and vulnerabilities can serve as a catalyst for not only self-discovery, but also for connecting with and uplifting others. Each step inward leads us closer to our authentic selves. Sometimes it's the whisper of our heart in those still moments that guides our thoughts into the light, illuminating the riddles of our existence. Embracing the journey within is not merely an indulgence. It is an essential pilgrimage combining courage, intent, and the willingness to evolve. In the heart of a dense forest, where towering trees form a cathedral of green, there lies a secluded grove, brimming with life. Here, the cycles of nature unfold with an exquisite choreography, teaching us lessons of transformation and rebirth that resonate deeply with our own journeys. As spring awakens, soft shoots of grass push through the remnants of winter's frozen soil, reminding us that even the most stubborn obstacles can give way to new life. This cycle beckons us to embrace change, encouraging us to shed what no longer serves us, like a tree releasing its leaves. Observe the resilience of the wildflowers that bloom in cracks between stone and soil. Their vibrant hues a bold declaration of survival against adversity. Each blossom is a testament to the strength found in vulnerability, embodying the lesson that beauty often emerges from struggle. These flowers teach us that even in the harshest conditions, we can find our own light and color, reminding us that extraordinary growth springs from perseverance and adaptability. As the seasons shift, the forest undergoes a metamorphosis, and, in this, we find further wisdom. The summer sun casts a brilliant glow upon the landscape, invigorating life and fostering abundance. Yet it is the gradual descent into autumn that reveals the importance of letting go. Trees don their fiery cloaks of red and gold, discarding their leaves as if to say that the act of release is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary part of the cycle. Through this transformation, we are encouraged to reconsider our attachments, to question what we cling to tightly, and to learn the liberating art of letting go, much like the trees surrendering their foliage to the winter winds. In winter's embrace, the forest quiets, enveloped in a serene stillness. The life that thrived in summer retreats, yet beneath the frost, the seeds of future growth lie dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. This gestation period teaches us patience and encourages mindfulness. Not all growth is visible, and the most profound transformations often occur in silence. During our own winters of discontent, we are reminded that these pauses are not failures, but rather periods necessary for reflection and renewal. Just as nature requires rest to regenerate, so too must we allow ourselves to cultivate the space for introspection and recuperation. As spring once again breaks through the winter's grasp, the forest vibrates with new beginnings. The interconnectedness of life becomes strikingly apparent. Each creature, each plant plays its role in the intricate web, contributing to the harmony of the ecosystem. In this mutual reliance, we discover the value of community, the strength found in supporting one another. Relationships flourish, and in moments of shared struggle and triumph, we realize the importance of nurturing connections that elevate our experiences. Through these seasons, the ephemeral dance of growth, decay, and renewal, nature extends an invitation for us to observe more closely, to understand the intrinsic rhythm of life. Each phase offers not just lessons, but also encouragement to align our own narratives with the enduring cycles around us. As we integrate these teachings into our lives, we foster a deeper sense of balance, ultimately flourishing within the vast tapestry that binds us all. Dreamers are the architects of change, sculpting the contours of possibility with the raw material of their imagination. Their legacies, profoundly woven into the fabric of society, emerge from the persistent pursuit of visions that often seem far-fetched, if not entirely unattainable. These dreamers, ranging from artists to innovators, instill in us the courage to step beyond the borders of convention, demonstrating that the act of dreaming itself is a powerful catalyst for transformation. Take, for example, the story of a young girl with a love for storytelling, who, despite her circumstances, pens tales that stir the hearts of many. Each word she scribbles onto the page reflects her dreams of a world bursting with possibilities where every adventure is confined only by the limitations of imagination. Her work eventually finds its way into the hands of children, who, captivated by her narratives, begin to view their own lives through a prism of wonder. In this ripple effect, the girl's dreams ignite the fires of creativity in others, proving that one voice, although seemingly small, can inspire an entire generation. Likewise, consider the engineer who, driven by a vision of sustainable energy, dedicates years to research and development. Trained in the art of problem-solving and undeterred by setbacks, he tirelessly experiments with renewable resources. Ultimately, his breakthroughs not only pave the way for a cleaner environment, but also inspire countless young minds to pursue careers in science and technology. His legacy is not merely in the devices he creates, but in the myriad of students who walk his path, emboldened by his example to imagine, innovate, and impact the world. Moreover, the influence of these dreamers extends beyond their immediate achievements. They imbue future generations with a sense of purpose and possibility, cultivating a rich tapestry of interconnected aspirations. Every contribution, no matter how small, adds a stitch to the collective narrative of human experience. A single poem can evoke national movements. An innovative solution might eradicate hunger in a community. The fabric of humanity is thus interwoven with the intentions and dreams of each dreamer, creating an enduring legacy of hope and resilience. In the end, the stories of dreamers are not bound by time or space. They ripple through history, transcending generations as their dreams are picked up and carried forward by others who dare to dream anew. Each act of creativity, each moment of courage, serves as a beacon for those who follow. It is through this legacy of inspiration that societies evolve, pushing the envelope of what is possible and daring to redefine the norms of their time. Dreamers remind us that our aspirations are not solitary pursuits, but integral threads in a much larger narrative. By embracing our own dreams with authenticity and passion, we not only foster individual fulfillment, but also contribute to a legacy rich with hope, empowerment, and shared human connection. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's seen as a simple act of letting go, but in reality, it can be a profound, tumultuous journey. The road to forgiveness is not always lined with sunshine and ease. It often entails traversing through shadows of resentment, anger, and deep-seated pain. Each individual's story varies, filled with the unique circumstances that cultivate this struggle. Yet within this complexity lies an undeniable truth. The act of forgiveness is ultimately a gift one gives to oneself. When we hold on to grudges, it's as if we are carrying heavy stones in our pockets, weighing us down. The burden of bitterness can distort our perception, hindering our ability to see the beauty around us and to embrace moments of joy. This emotional weight can cloud relationships, affect decision-making, and diminish our capacity for love, not only towards others, but towards ourselves as well. Releasing that anger is akin to shedding layers that no longer serve us, acknowledging the pain while gently turning our focus to healing. Stories of reconciliation often emerge in the most unexpected of places. Consider the narrative of two brothers, estranged for years, over a misunderstanding that escalated into bitter animosity. Time passed, and with it, the realization of lost moments turned into a longing for connection. It was during a family gathering, filled with laughter and warmth, that the wound resurfaced, igniting old emotions. However, the setting created a space for vulnerability and honesty that neither brother anticipated. In that moment of shared reflection, they discovered a willingness to forgive, understanding that their relationship had always been anchored in love, despite the scars of the past. Forgiveness isn't about condoning the hurtful actions or saying that what happened was acceptable. Rather, it's an acknowledgement that we deserve freedom from the shackles of past grievances. This process often involves embodying empathy, both for ourselves and for those who have wronged us. Through the lens of compassion, we begin to see the circumstances that shaped their actions and recognize that, like us, they are imperfect beings, navigating the complexities of their own lives. As the brothers navigated their conversation, they began to articulate their feelings without fear of judgment, creating an environment ripe for healing. They shared not only the pain endured, but also the joy of understanding that life is far too precious to spend it feuding. It was through this courageous dialogue that they dismantled the walls built by years of silence and misunderstanding. Their reconciliation became a transformative experience, illuminating the notion that forgiveness is a continuous journey, not a destination. It requires nurturing and commitment, often triggered by moments of awareness that remind us of our shared humanity. As the brothers chose to forgive, they opened up to the possibility of rebuilding their bond, breathing life back into their relationship, while finding a renewed sense of purpose within themselves. This personal evolution brought them peace, enabling them to move forward, not just as siblings, but as allies in the human experience, enriched by the lessons of their past. Chasing our passions often leads us down winding paths filled with unexpected detours. The unwavering focus of an artist compelled to express emotion through their work showcases the extraordinary power of passion. Take, for example, Vincent van Gogh, whose vibrant swirls of color delivered profound emotional truths despite his personal struggles. Van Gogh created tirelessly, driven by an insatiable yearning to communicate feelings that words often failed to convey. His devotion to his vision led him not to widespread recognition during his lifetime, but rather to a legacy that would ripple through generations, embodying the essence of perseverance fueled by passion. Now consider the realm of invention, where passion serves as both the catalyst and the compass. Thomas Edison, the ever-curious inventor, pursued the mysteries of electricity with relentless enthusiasm. His journey to create the incandescent light bulb was fraught with countless failures and an avalanche of skepticism. Yet, Edison's passion for innovation and belief in the potential of his ideas fortified his resilience, enabling him to transcend momentary setbacks. Each failed attempt became a building block, propelling him closer to a breakthrough that would redefine modern life. Edison's triumphs remind us that the pursuit of passion is equally marked by persistence as it is by inspiration. In the sphere of leadership, figures like Maya Angelou exemplify the profound connection between passion and purpose. Her commitment to social justice and the arts stemmed from deep personal experiences, which she passionately transformed into powerful narratives. Angelou's evocative writing and fearless advocacy were fueled by her belief in the transformative power of empathy and understanding. She instilled passion in her work, recognizing the responsibility to share her voice in a world yearning for authenticity. Through her example, we learn that embracing one's unique experiences can carve pathways for others, illuminating collective understanding and compassion. The stories of these remarkable individuals teach us that passion is more than a mere interest. It is an intrinsic motivator intricately tied to our identity. It beckons us to explore our interests deeply, unearthing hidden talents and capabilities we may not have known existed. When we embrace our passions, we not only honor ourselves but also forge connections with others who resonate with our pursuits. This connection can lead to collaborations, providing fertile ground for innovation and creativity in an ever-evolving landscape. Furthermore, pursuing our passions often brings us into contact with challenges that, while daunting, serve as critical teachers. Each hurdle encountered can refine our vision, pushing us to adapt and grow. The intricate dance between passion and adversity molds us, urging us to confront our fears and step beyond our comfort zones. In this dynamic journey, we discover that the true essence of resilience lies in our unwavering commitment to follow our hearts, regardless of the obstacles that may lie ahead. By celebrating our passions, we unlock pathways to not only personal fulfillment, but also the collective advancement of our communities. Change, much like the ebb and flow of the tide, carries with it an inherent fluidity that can reshape landscapes and minds alike. Delving deeper into this theme reveals the nuanced ways transformation unfolds in our lives. Each small shift we confront, whether it's in our personal relationships, career paths, or even in our understanding of ourselves, serves as a testament to our ability to navigate the unknown. These ripple effects illustrate a larger narrative. They remind us that beneath the surface, profound growth bubbles away, waiting to manifest. Consider the story of a young professional, Emma, who once viewed her corporate job as a secure fortress. Of late, the steady rhythm of meetings and deadlines felt less like a safety net and more akin to a gilded cage. The moment of realization emerged during a mundane team briefing when an unexpected question from her manager, the kind that nudges you out of complacency, landed softly but firmly. "What do you truly aspire to achieve?" It echoed in her mind, sparking a whirlwind of introspection. It was, at that moment, Emma recognized that her definition of growth had stagnated. Embracing change doesn't demand monumental actions. It often begins with a single choice to reframe our narratives. Emma chose to view her corporate stalemate not as a failure, but rather as an invitation for reinvention. With determination, she began sketching dreams previously buried under the weight of expectations. What if she pursued a passion for art? Could she synthesize creativity with her analytical skills? Thus began her journey towards the art world, where she discovered not merely a passion but a pivotal part of her identity, igniting a newfound sense of purpose. As Emma cast off the encumbrances of self-doubt, she inspired those around her. Colleagues began to notice her transformation, not just in her work, but in her demeanor. Conversations blossomed with shared aspirations, fears, and the small successes that reverberated through their office like a gentle resonance. Those ripple effects of her change encouraged her peers to reevaluate their circumstances, igniting sparks of transformation within themselves. The essence of this ripple effect transcends individual experiences. Each unique story of courage to embrace change creates spaces where others feel liberated to do the same. It cultivates an environment rich in exploration and vulnerability, where the unknown is not feared but cherished. The more we witness these stories, the clearer it becomes. Embracing change releases potential that lay dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Beneath the surface of each transformative tale lies a common thread. Every change, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity to align ourselves closer to our deepest aspirations. We begin to understand that, as we evolve, so too does our capacity to inspire those around us. Within this cycle of mutual influence lies the raw power of growth, binding us together in the shared journey of seeking fulfillment amid the ever-flowing currents of life. In the quiet moments that precede dawn, when the world holds its breath, the rustle of purpose begins to stir. This silent awakening, often accompanied by the desire to become a vessel of change, speaks to the heart of human experience. It is in acts of service that the layers of our existence peel back to reveal something profound, a shared essence that binds us all. As we engage with the lives of others, whether through small gestures or monumental efforts, we initiate a beautiful exchange that transcends the self and propels us deeper into our search for meaning. Consider the stories whispered through the halls of shelters, gathered around dinner tables where once a week, volunteers transform the mundane into the extraordinary. In these moments, the impact of serving unveils itself, not only in the relief of the burdened, but also in the budding realization within the helper. A college student tutoring children from underprivileged backgrounds discovers a passion for education that ignites a lifelong commitment. Each session becomes a stepping stone toward a path previously uncharted, filled with deep satisfaction and a sense of direction that illuminates a previously dim corridor of uncertainty. This intermingling of destinies allows for an exploration of purpose that extends beyond personal ambition. Whether it's delivering meals to the elderly or participating in community cleanup days, the resonance of service creates ripples that touch lives in ways we may never fully comprehend. Each person served is an individual story, a unique thread woven into the fabric of our collective narrative. In these threads lie the lessons of resilience, gratitude, and humility. In them, we find reflections of our own struggles and triumphs. The joy found in this interconnectedness anchors us to a reality larger than our individual selves. It teaches us that the ties we forge through giving are as essential as the air we breathe. Take the nurse who spends sleepless nights attending to patients in pain. It is through their suffering that she finds her calling. Her hands, steady and sure, do not only heal wounds, but also mold her identity. The boundaries of self begin to dissolve into a landscape of empathy, where service propels us toward a greater purpose. Yet, service is not merely a means to self-discovery. It is a path toward personal transformation. The altruistic heart learns the importance of patience and understanding. It sees the world not in terms of us, versus them, but in a mosaic of shared experiences. Each act of service unfolds layers of compassion, and with each effort, we move closer to embodying the values we cherish. Our vulnerabilities become our strengths, guiding us to discern the power of collective action in affecting social change. In embracing this truth, we ignite a flame that not only illuminates our path, but also inspires those within our midst. The lives we touch by serving become lighthouses guiding others toward new horizons of possibility. Through the profound act of uplifting others, we accomplish not just a mission of goodwill, but an awakening of our deepest selves, carving out an enduring legacy of purpose that reverberates through time. The echoes of our lives resonate long after we have taken our final breath. The stories we enact and the legacies we forge are not merely footnotes in the histories of our families or communities. They are intricate tapestries woven through the hearts of those who came before us and those who will come after. In every encounter, every exchange, we plant seeds, some small and barely perceived, others monumental in their impact. The quiet acts of kindness, the challenges we've embraced, and the passions we've pursued speak volumes to those who observe our journey. Consider the artist who, with each stroke of their brush, captures not just physical landscapes, but emotional landscapes as well. Their work becomes a mirror, reflecting the struggles and triumphs of humanity. A young, aspiring artist stands before their canvas, inspired by the colors and textures, but mostly by the courage of the artist who dared to expose their vulnerabilities. This direct lineage of inspiration transcends the individual and builds a bridge between souls across generations. When we share our art, whether it's through visual mediums, music, or writing, we invite others into our world, allowing them to find solace, motivation, or perhaps even the courage to create their own narrative. Equally, this concept extends into the sphere of mentorship, where the act of guiding others is arguably one of the most profound legacies one can leave behind. A mentor does not merely dispense advice or skills, they share fragments of their own journey, encounters that shaped them, failures that taught resilience, and successes that illuminate the path forward. Imagine a teacher whose passion for literature ignites a lifelong love for reading in their students. Years later, those same students encounter literary complexities with a critical eye, emboldened by the encouragement they once received. The cycle of inspiration continues, each layer of influence resonating in unforeseen ways. However, it isn't just the well-documented legacy of celebrated figures that swells the tide of inspiration. Often, it is the unsung heroes, the people in our lives whose stories are not chronicled but are equally significant. The compassionate neighbor, the tireless community volunteer, or even the stranger who shares a few kind words on a difficult day influence the lives of others in profound, often immeasurable ways. They may never achieve fame or recognition, yet the ripples they create push others to strive for goodness and compassion. Delving deeper, it's essential to recognize the power of vulnerability in creating these legacies. The moments we falter, the times we admit our fears, these instances resonate deeply with those who perceive us as infallible. By embracing our imperfections, we encourage others to abandon the pursuit of perfection and instead seek authenticity. When individuals witness someone acknowledging their struggles yet continuing to move forward, they find courage to face their own challenges. Thus, the legacy of inspiration not only encompasses achievements but is equally rooted in honesty and resilience. In this intricate dance of storytelling and influence, we come to understand that our legacies are alive, evolving entities shaped not just by intentions, but by the impact we have on others. Each narrative we share holds the power to spark change, ignite passion, and cultivate dreams. It is in this realization that we embrace the truest essence of life, a legacy woven through the shared human experience, illuminating paths for generations yet unborn.